This shows all of the different types of work that the 17th century woman was an expert in order to create these recipes and remedies. The picking of the herbs, the growing of the vegetables in the garden, the raising of the animals, and the butchering of the animals in many cases. Some of the recipes actually include that in them. They'll begin with what to feed the animals that you're going to later cook. Women were the authorities of food and medicine at the time. And into at least the 17th century, midway through the 17th century, but much longer at home as well, food and medicine were seen as totally intertwined. And if you think about it, food and medicine are the most important forms of knowledge in any given culture. They're the most important elements of knowledge. So the fact that women were authorities in this area, it was really important. It's clear that that women's knowledge, historical knowledge in cooking and curing, means that their role in the history of medicine and science is much greater than what they're normally given credit for. And one of the claims that I make in the book is even that the scientific method, its origins are in these 17th century recipes, written recipes. So Francis Bacon might get credit for it, but really if you look at these recipes, there are a lot of similarities, and women were obviously cooking and curing for a lot longer than men were experimenting in labs. Because food and medicine were totally intertwined in people's minds in the period, the recipe books directly reflect that. So you'll have a recipe to cure the biting by a mad dog, for example, followed immediately by a recipe to make fritters. And the diversity of the recipes is quite fascinating.